Hey everyone, Deathmark here. So I've done a few of these liches, Kuva liches, but I've never run into a Sister of Parvos. So I'm gonna try and go ahead and do a Sister of Parvos. So yeah, you can see here I've got the Kuva comb. I just got the Kuva hind. These actually have pretty dang good percent for status chance, but I didn't necessarily choose the right one. I didn't know exactly what I'm doing. Still don't. But I'm going to try and get a magnetic weapon from the Sisters of Parvos. I also have a third Kuva weapon. I have the Kuva Stubbas as well. So I was running Revenant a lot. Revenant's kind of my steel path frame, so I was running him a lot, so I didn't necessarily choose a good progenitor. So I'm going to run Mesa, try and get magnetic, and I'm going to go over to where was it? Oh gosh, no, I'm not going to remember. Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta pull up my notes. What's a spy that's an exterminate? Ah, there it is. Sorry, I got confused because of the rescue. Hydra. Hydra's the capture mission. So you gotta get at least 25 in the void when you activate that. You gotta get at least 25 kills. And the other thing you have to have is you can't have a Kuva Lich as well. Other than that, I think those are the main things that I kind of figured out as I was going. I don't remember I haven't seen a Sister of Parvos spawn in so long, so this might take a few runs, but I just wanted to make a video on the process because I know I've run a lot of Kuva liches because they spawn pretty much anywhere, it feels like. So those ones I'm comfortable with, have done a lot of, but the Sister of Parvos I have not done a lot with. The patch was coming out when I was kind of taking a break. I had burnt myself out a little bit, so I'm gonna just try and get one of those to activate here for you. But again, make sure you don't have a Kuva Lich active. If you're trying to get this and you have a Kuva Lich active, it's not gonna work. Also, you need a Zenith crown, because you need to use a Zenith crown on and then get the first rank on the Zenith crown to spawn the Sister of Parvos in. The other thing is if you choose one of the openings here that is too close to the exit, I hear that's another issue. So make sure you choose Zenith Granum Crown. You have to get at least 25 kills. Mesa is OP God tier at this. I saw a video on it. I can't remember who I saw it by, but they introduced me to the murder. Oh, messed up. So if you throw up her 3 ability first, Shatter Shield, and then you run this, it goes a lot better. You can go all the way to 75. It doesn't have to be. You only need 25 for sure. As you can see, this one's going a little rough for me. But normally I try and get almost max on my ability. So I get about max energy. I spawn the Shatter Shield for defensiveness, and then I throw her 4 out, and that's literally all it takes. Now, obviously, this run was a little rough for me. I ran out of energy. I died, and that caused me to run out of energy. But she can get 75 kills in like 30 seconds. So, like I said, rough run for me. I'm just gonna let this time run out. So I got at least 40 kills. So having at least 40 kills is enough to have a chance at spawning. So we're gonna hope that that spawns one. We're gonna kill this capture target, and then we're gonna wait for the treasure. So in case it doesn't, if it doesn't spawn one, we'll at least have the treasurer end up having a crown for a crown, and that'll get us. Oh, sweet. So yeah, we did get a sister to spawn here. Like I said, I have been having issues with sisters spawning, and I think the issue is literally I had a Kuva up. So, and I think some said that even if you have a Kuva up, they still might spawn, but you won't have. Okay, tenet Cycron. So you can either take the tenet Cycron or you can run. I'm gonna double check. There's a bunch of lists that people have out there about which tenet weapons are best and stuff. So Cycron, the tenet Cycron is an S tier.
Our target has died. This mission.
Oh god. That was literally one of the best weapons I could have had right there, and I fucked it up because I wasn't paying attention. Well, yeah, I can't believe I just did that. So, pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna quickly go through, get the energy I need, because I need to run Shatter Shield for defense. So I need at least a decent amount of energy to get Shatter Shield running. And then also using my alt. But this time, I did the capture target right away, so the capture target won't be the issue. Thank goodness. Still can't believe I messed that up. Tenet Cycron was literally one of the weapons I like. It's literally S tier. Literally, I said that 100 times. So it's S tier secondary, really good choice.
Stay focused. There's a approaching.
So we're gonna try this again.
A Granum Void gateway has been opened.
It's since we missed out on that weapon, it's not going to spawn in as an option until we get through the entire pool. But we're probably not gonna go through the entire pool because that would be a lot of time. We're at least gonna try and go through a little bit of it, get a decent weapon. As you can, Tenet Cycron. Okay, I'm taking it. I don't want this to get away. So I got lucky there. I don't know what happened or why the Tenet Cycron spawned back to back for me, but I'm taking it, and I'm so glad I got it. Because that is literally better than I could have asked for, to be honest, after completely shooting myself in the foot and messing that up. So I'm taking it, I'm running, I'm getting out of here. So the rest from here, as far as I understand, is it follows the same or very similar process to what the Kuva liches are. So you got to make sure you got your runes, the Kra, Netra, Foss, and all of those. You got to make sure you have all of those, one of each. And then once you have one of each of those, that will set you up for at least 3 rounds. Because each one has some energy on it here. City Enic.
You don't even know what that is.
Yeah. No idea. So, the mods here go on your parazon.
Operator?
So, they have charges associated with them. The charges only get used up when the final combination is correct for your lich, whether it's the sister or Kuva. Once that is done, it uses up a charge. As you can see here, I only have 1 charge left on my Kra. I have a couple on Netra. I've got a lot of Zadas. These were a pain to farm. So just get a bunch of the mods, hop into a public lobby, like just try and figure it out. I mean, it's like I said, it's not easy. But once you have them, you can get through at least 3 total, or if the same combination of runes aren't being used, you could get a lot of them done, to be honest. So just farm it out, get that done, and then after that, you just take a look. So we got super lucky. We got our sister here with the weapon bonus 34%, not bad. Magnetic. There's a chart out there if you search for Warframe. I can maybe put the link out here. But yeah, if you just go to the Warframe wiki and just search Warframe progenitor list, then that list, whether it's for sister or Kuva, they'll get it out there for you. Impact, you've got certain frames that do impact, certain frames that do heat, cold, electricity, toxin, magnetic, and radiation. So I was watching a couple others on here, and they mentioned that the big thing for the Prophet Taker, who I'm trying to build up for, I haven't done any battles or anything with it, haven't really pushed myself on that. One of the things that getting these dual elements like magnetic or radiation, you can get a lot done with it, and it's really good. So we don't know any Requiems now. We've got to fight, kill up the followers, fill these rings, then we'll know the relics, and then known Requiems, and then keep moving our way forward. We won't know the order until we actually get them in place. I put some random relics in here because until you get to the end, it won't use them up. So I'm not worried about burning through the relics. This will just help me, if I get lucky, get a couple guesses in there. Otherwise, if not a big deal. I'm at a level that I can pretty confidently do Steel Path and higher content with my Revenant and stuff like that. So I'm willing to just throw on Revenant. If I get the sister ranked up to rank 5, I'll just take her on with Revenant or some of these other frames that I've got a little more set up for Steel Path, since they'll get close to the 100, 120 range once we get farther in. Otherwise, if you don't want them to get super high level, just don't kill them or don't mercy kill them unless you know the first relic. You know the first relic, or you know a first option, you can put it in the first slot, try and get it. If it's wrong, they'll level up. If not, then you'll get the first relic as a mark and you'll see that. So I'm just gonna make one big long video of here. I'm gonna cut it out and just skip to the good parts and show my way through and show what I'm doing as I work my way through. And I'm also leveling up the Kuva Hind here that I just unlocked before this, because I had another lich that I had to finish up so I could get the sister open. So yeah, so I'll talk to you guys in a bit after we get through some of this. Okay.
Shall we schedule a meeting soon?
So we're gonna head out and take down our sister. So normally with Kuva liches, you know, you got the red, but right here we can see on Venus we got nice shiny blue.
Everyone will benefit.
Obviously this is also on Corpus and Corpus planets, whereas the liches would be grenier.
Conspiracy is such an ugly.
So I typically go with capture missions or the shorter, easier, quicker missions, just to try and run in, get out.
You are here on
So we can see there's 2 that are spawned already there.
extract our target.
So
We put an end to this corpus greed.
A sister of harm.
this,
Official position. So you see, I'm official.
so we got a nice hound here.
Perhaps that will be some comfort.
The other thing I probably should have done is I probably should have chosen one of my other weapons that is more set up instead of grabbing
Our target is in the vicinity. Find them.
yeah, the Kuva Hind is obviously a weapon I just got, so it's not very set up yet, so it's not doing a lot of damage here. It's got a nice little cold, but cold doesn't do much here. It does a little bit better on those other enemies that are a little bit lower level. I also could have thrown on some specific mods for Corpus, the faction mods, stuff like that. After watching some videos and just testing around, I'm trying to do a lot better about modding. I'm definitely not the greatest at it, so I'll still look up on Overframe to get Warframe builds and stuff like that. So feel free. I mean, if you're not comfortable doing builds, just look it up, get some help. That's what it's all out there for. There's no reason to struggle and suffer and not be able to make progress unless you want to test it out. And I'm starting to get a little more into testing out my own builds, stuff like that, after learning how statuses actually work, what enemies are weak to which status, and various other things. If I don't get myself killed here, yeah. So Revenant, if you have his his Mesmer shields up, he's pretty darn near invincible, but as soon as those go down, you have a chance to get screwed over, so try and keep those up. Focus on that. You can use his 4 ability to clear the area, but for the most part, I just use him for his Mesmer shields because he's allowed me to actually start getting into Steel Path and some of the higher level content. Before I had him, I didn't really have much set up. And it's pretty easy when all you gotta do is press 2 and you're good to go. So that, and I got the Nautilus as my Sentinel companion right now. He's got some viral on his shield, so I'm having him, or on his weapon, so I'm having him do viral to get my damage up and allow me to kind of get through these guys a little easier. Otherwise, the main weapon I end up using is the Nadaruk. It's the weapon I have that's the most built up, does the most damage, and allows me to just kind of melt through people. Yeah. Go through, keep stabbing, get those Requiem. We're about a quarter of the way through, so you'll have to keep running through doing these various missions until you get the full Requiem. Then you can attack the Kuva Lich. Hopefully you got You got one. Before the Kuva list shows up, hopefully you got enough stuff. But if you don't have enough, then
We can work together.
not a big deal. Damn. I had a lot of credits stolen on this mission. So, I'll rank up the Kuva Hide later and keep working with it, but for now I'm going to switch over to my stronger weapon. So we got our corpus sister to spawn in. We're going to try and take out her minions here. Get more towards that Requiem relic, and then since we're not super worried about her leveling up too much and getting over leveled so we can't deal with her, we're going to end up killing her. I think that'll help get us a little more in our rank as well, so that way we're closer to unlocking the next relic, or sorry, the next Requiem, but we'll see. Just gonna quickly deal with this. Obviously she's gonna have some resistances and stuff, plus some damage attenuation the higher level we get, but we're gonna see if we got lucky.
Sister, you have been promoted.
Okay, so that was the wrong mod, so we ranked her up. If we had the right Requiem, then she wouldn't have ranked up there. But you can also see that we did gain the rest of what we needed to get the next Requiem up. So if you want, that's a quick way to get a ton of kind of whatever you want to say, ranking towards the next Requiem. So that way we can see what the actual Requiem should be. And then we're gonna kill this little doggo off, because if we get this one down, then that helps towards the next Requiem murmur. And then hopefully that'll tell us what it is. We can try it in the first slot. After we do that, we can just keep trying different things out. Also, by doing these, we get these Requiem relics, so that way we can crack them. Like I said, the actual Requiems that you need are sometimes very difficult. I spent a lot of time farming out the actual parazon mods,
You're wasting your time.
and so I spend a lot of time on that more than anything else.
You might as well be.
So the first one we saw is Craw. So we'll put Craw in the first spot, see if Craw is right. Who knows? And then you can see we're part of the way
Shall we
to the next one here as well.
soon?
So
Maybe one of those.
this doesn't say that Craw's in the first spot. That's just Craw's one of the relics. So we can try it, and if it works, we'll get the first one. If not, then we'll have to switch up the order and see where it actually ends up. But we're gonna keep pushing forward. Now that they ranked up, they're gonna be on a new planet, so they'll move away from Venus, and you can see we're on Phobos now. So it'll go between the different corpus planets and keep moving forward. We're gonna head to Exterminate again.
Trying to guess my password? Yawn. Right, combat mode.
So we can say that Craw is there, Netra's there, and we don't know what this middle one is.
Me.
So hopefully we can get that figured out quick. I'll throw one in just for fun. Boom. Sure. So we obviously don't know what it is, but throwing that one in there just in case,
Want to kill you.
kind of as a spot holder for now.
Always just leave. Then I wouldn't have to. That's it. I tried being reasonable, but you've gone and pushed it too far.
So obviously she spawned back into this mission. Well, she didn't spawn back in, but she spawned into this mission, so we don't have to go out and search for her. But since we don't know what the next relic is, I'm just gonna finish the mission and leave her here. And I'm going to use something to automatically spawn her. That way we don't have her go to rank 5, because there's no need to make it tougher on ourselves than we already will. But after you get all the relics, you get it all situated, you have to kill her one more time, then kill her in a railjack mission. So to get her to respawn back in, you have a couple options. You can either keep fighting, or there's an item that you get to automatically summon your sister or your lich. So I'm going to use the second option. After we check what the Requiem mod is, I'm going to set it up that way, and then I'm going to use the summon beacon to bring her into the mission. So
This is
Vohm.
completely.
So we can modify her parazon.
Might as well be knitting socks for the.
Throw Vohm in second. So then we know Netra. We know Kra isn't it, so it's got to be Vohm. So it'll be Netra, Vohm, and Kra. And then go to my gear wheel. Gear. I got a bunch of gear on here. Add gear item. I'm going to throw on this Requiem ultimatum here. So it provokes an immediate confrontation with your lich or Sisters of Parvos, an insult which can't be ignored. So I have one of those. I'm going to use that in the next mission. Just double check again that we got the parazon set up correctly. So we got Netra. Kra was wrong, so Kra's going last, and Vohm here. I'm going to have to get another Kra again here soon, as you can see. But let's go finish this off. So disruption, don't really want. Sabotage would be fine. Excavation would be fine. Spy, rescue, probably fine. Defense, no. Survival. So we're gonna do this sabotage mission here, and then we're gonna use the gear item, drag the sister back in. Now that we've got our parazon set up correctly, we're gonna fight her, kill her, then she's gonna go off to one of the railjack planets. We'll finish this mission, follow after her, and that's how it'll go.
Your target is the reactor. The reactor.
So we're gonna go and use this right here.
Your target is the system main.
So it automatically just drug her in right away. So we don't have to worry about...
We kill them all the time.
Oh, she's got a spectralist. So we got that taken care of. Go behind her. To you.
Situation critical. Lower your.
And there we go. So you can see there it used up the energy on it. So Kra, and we can see that the energy is all used up. We should still have it available on our parazon for now, but that's how we know we will next time have to switch it up and get a new Requiem mod.
Use, which is more than you would have done.
So one of the cool things there, we got the Ul mod. So that is one that mimics any Requiem mod. And so that's a really awesome find there. Those are kind of rare, but it helps speed up the process. So if we look here...
Idle. That's
Oh, are you kidding me? Well, if that's the case, We have a defiled cross, so we're gonna have to use our Ool mod to get through this. I think is what it means. I have not had an energy run out on one yet. So just to be careful, we're gonna put the Ool mod out here. Just to make sure we're ready. And then we are gonna go finish this off. So heading out, we've got Railjack mission. So Sister of Parvos is on Neptune, confrontation. So we're gonna head on out here and take on the sister one last time. Now, since I want the tenet weapon because I don't have any, I'm going to kill her off. Otherwise, what you can do is rank her up to rank 5 or rank up the lich to rank 5 and then convert them so then they become a follow of yours. I haven't done that with any of my liches or sisters because obviously this is the first sister I've done. But they can be really powerful friends and allies, from what I have heard.
In control. This battle is happening on
So now we're gonna go deal with City Enic. Take her down one last time.
Hold fast, sister. Honor those who have gone before you.
Just remember, Tenno, you started this, and you'll only have yourself to blame.
Oh, I know that I am only to blame. But that's alright, because I'm gonna get this really nice tenet weapon from you.
Before it explodes. Whatever happens here, I think we've both learned a lot, haven't we?
Spectres, stand by my sister and shield her from all harm.
If I can face a disciplinary meeting with Sister Glarios, I can certainly face the likes of you.
So it looks like I need to specifically defeat the hounds first before I'm able to take out the sister. So just be aware that she is invincible until you defeat the hounds. And these hounds are very tanky if you don't have the correct build. So if I would have had something specific to shields, like electricity or something else, I'd probably be able to take these things out a lot better. My bow is more of a crit bow, as well as slash and puncture. So it's got a few different things going on, but just not quite the right assortment of things in order to truly be effective and fast with killing this. Obviously you can do a better job of getting that set up. The other thing is, now that I have a magnetic weapon, that might help me going forward to deal with shields and yeah. There's a lot of people in here, so use my Revenant abilities, get some friends on my side. As you can see there, getting my statuses up, there's some attenuation here, so I can't get full status effects. But I can get enough of the status effects up that it does do more damage. Switch to my bow. Shoot a couple more times. Switch, get the stacks up. Switch back to my bow. Switch, stacks up. Just kind of keep going back and forth, getting stacks up on one, switching, attacking, making sure to take out the Spectre.
You'll meet a bad end. You will. Please.
Take her out. Mesmer shields up, stacks up. And a couple more shots with the bow. A couple more stacks up. And you just kind of alternate between this. Obviously, I don't have a perfect build set up. I have a good steel path build, but not necessarily good for this. So you can make a choice here. I'm taking the weapon because that weapon's really good. So I'm going to take the weapon. I'm going to vanquish her. Otherwise, you can convert and then they'll become your ally. So overall, it says 2.5 hours to get through this entire process. I didn't go straight through. I took a break here and there to like get a drink, stuff like that. The other thing is that this process could take a lot longer. If you don't have the Requiem mod relics that you need, or the Requiem mods you need, this grind is not as easy at all whatsoever. So that's where I spent most of my time, is going through and getting one of every mod. That was the biggest thing for me. So make sure, step 1, don't have a Kuva Lich active. Because if you have a Lich active for Kuva, you can't have a Sister of Parvos. They either won't spawn or you won't be able to mercy kill them. Step 2 is open a Granum Void Crown. You have to do the highest level, which is... I'm going to hop out of this. Pull that up. You gotta have the highest level crown active. You gotta at least kill 25 enemies. You gotta do the bare minimum there. Otherwise, Sister won't spawn. Once you get that done, you've got your Requiem mods, one of each. You can wait and farm specific ones, but getting one of each is just so much easier. Then you can go through and you can do 3 Liches or 3 Sisters at a bare minimum. Because it only uses up 1 charge on each Requiem mod when you do get that final kill before they head out. So that's important. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna get Zenith. So Zenith Granum Crown, you have to open that up. You gotta get at least 25 kills. Also, I was told, or I saw on the internet, that if you have one of those hand things that you open up and you open up too close to the exit, the Sister may not spawn. Once the Sister spawns, you gotta make sure you kill her in a reasonable time or she'll escape. If you like her weapon, do the mercy kill like we did. If you don't like her weapon, leave the mission. That'll remove the weapon from the pool, and next time you go in, another random weapon will pop up. So you can cycle through the weapons as much as you want till you get the one that you want, or you can just take whatever one, because a lot of them are pretty good. There's weapon tier lists out there. You can look at that. You can do whatever you want. Do something for fun. Make sure that whenever you decide on what weapon you want, you have the right frame on you, because whatever frame you're using is the progenitor. So if I'm using Mesa, that got me a magnetic. If I'm using Revenant, that could get you a coal. Depending on what Warframe you use is what element that will be inherent with the weapon. So that's just a few things to really keep in mind, and hopefully I wish you luck. I hope this was helpful, because I know I've had 3 Kuva liches before I did a sister. I've got a lot of hours in this game, and I never knew that you need to not have a lich active in order to get a sister to pop up or be able to get a tenet weapon. So hopefully this was helpful, and have a good one.